Tonight, the disaster in Texas growing more severe as we come on the air. Catastrophic flooding breaching the levees. The dire warning, get out now.
I hate to think that there are people in these houses.
New images of dramatic rescues. The all-out effort from boats and choppers. Rising water now reaching the rooftops. Police tearfully revealing the loss of one of their own in the flooding. Tonight, record rainfall showing no signs of quitting as Harvey prepares to deliver another punch to the Gulf. Swept away, 4 children and their great-grandparents lost trying to outrun the flooding. Their van going under. Their great uncle, the only one to make it out alive. Tonight, relatives tell us what happened. Shelters overloaded, families by the thousands pleading for help. Some emergency shelters running out of room as churches, mosques, and businesses open their doors. And President Trump on the ground in Texas.
This was of epic proportion. Nobody's ever seen anything like this.
The president's promise to flood victims tonight.
This is ABC World News Tonight with David Muir. Tonight, special coverage of the disaster in Texas.
And good evening. Thanks for joining us on this Tuesday. I'm Tom Yamas, in for David. And tonight, Houston is staggering under the destruction and human need. The rain from Tropical Storm Harvey now surpassing all records. Several reservoirs now breached, more neighborhoods flooded, homes with water to the roof line. A Coast Guard helicopter crew rescuing this woman from several feet of water. More than 9,000 people at the city's downtown shelter, nearly double capacity. Churches and mosques now stepping in to help. And the president and first lady visiting Texas, pledging a recovery effort that is better than ever before. Tonight, as the death toll is rising, the center of the storm is now back over the Gulf, preparing for another strike. Tonight, with Harvey on the move, rescuers aren't slowing down. Parts of the storm zone near a breaking point.
Don't give up on us. Seek the higher ground. We will get to you.
More than 1,000 in Houston still waiting for help.
It's all the way up to the roofs, guys, up to the eaves. I hate to think that there are people in these houses.
Rescues playing out live on our station KTRK.
There they are. There they are.
Oh my
goodness. We're coming to get you.
Oh my goodness.
We're coming to get you. I'm going to put this, I'll give you that microphone right
We'll
there.
just watch it.
Well, yeah, let it play out, Jeff, and Jeff's
Oh, my
gonna,
goodness.
as he always does, and oh, there goes the video, it's frozen, but
There it is.
there it is, yeah. All of the reporters, they've been actively engaged in just trying to be involved in the story.
Oh,
Look
she's
at that.
hugging Jeff. I know, my goodness.
Coast Guard baskets hoisting so many of those trapped to safety. Helmet cameras showing the white-knuckle ride to their choppers. We saw up close how the death toll could rise in the coming days. Behind me, in the parking lot of this restaurant, there's a body. It's behind that ambulance, but it appears with the water now receding in Houston, it's revealing the true horror of the storm. At least 8 confirmed deaths, including Houston Police Sergeant Steve Perez, who drowned in floodwaters just 2 days shy of his 61st birthday.
We couldn't find him, and once our dive team got there, it was too treacherous to go under and look for him. So we made a decision to leave officers there waiting until the morning, because as much as we wanted to recover him last night, we could not put more officers at risk for what we knew in our hearts was going to be a recovery mission.
Many more missing, including 6 of Rick Saldivar's family members, 4 children, the youngest just 6 years old, and their great-grandparents. They were trapped in their van and swept away by floodwaters. Rick's brother, the only survivor.
It's just been a nightmare just waiting, you know.
And how's your brother doing?
He's blaming himself, of course. He keeps blaming himself. Every time we go to hang up, he says, I'm so sorry, and it's not your fault. It's not, you didn't know.
And there still is chaos in some parts of the Houston area. At this supermarket in the northeast section of the city, people scavenging in the waters and some entering the locked store, coming out with their arms full. For some seeking shelter, a new traumatic episode. Evacuees brought to Houston's convention center in dump trucks. Almost all of them have lost everything. This is the convention floor. This is where so many of those people are sleeping. They had originally planned for 5,000. That's how many cots they have. But now they have more than 9,000 at this point in the morning. So you can see people are spread out, sleeping wherever they can. Some people have air mattresses, but a lot of people are sleeping on this cold tile floor right now. We found 18-year-old Talia Castro outside the convention hall in a separate area. She told us her baby and 3 nephews were rescued by helicopter. It's too cold to sleep on the convention floor, so they moved to a carpeted area.
He's crawling, so I don't want him to get hurt, and it's really packed out there.
The Red Cross telling me they won't turn anyone away who needs help.
We're going to put a roof over people's head and get them safe out of the storm.
And the Red Cross in the city undertaking a massive effort to shelter all those in need. Also working around the clock, the first responders rescuing thousands of people here in the flood zone with little sleep and under the most difficult of circumstances. And sometimes they have to come to the rescue of their own families. Here's ABC's Eva Pilgrim.
We took off before dawn with this team of volunteers on a rescue mission to Pearland, Texas, just south of Houston. Overnight, rain pouring into homes that until now had been dry, leaving people trapped. There's an eerie quiet, but then, where are they at? Right away, we hear calls for help from a stranded family.
You okay? Okay. When did the water start creeping up over here?
Sunday morning, we woke up and it was like that, and it never went down.
We meet Michael Gibson, a firefighter who's been rescuing people for 4 days, but this morning, he's not a first responder, but a son.
My parents called me and said they were underwater. So when I got out, I got to get my parents.
We weave through a graveyard of cars, finally reaching their home.
My hands are a little cold, but we're gonna stick you up here, okay?
Getting them to safety. Michael then joining with this team of fishing buddies turned rescuers, going back to his old neighborhood.
How many are in there?
Not but 2 there and 1 there.
Coast Guard choppers hovering above, ready to help. For hours, they scour this area, saving family after family. These volunteers repeatedly returning to do it all again.
Right now, everybody needs help, so we got to come together and help as many people as we can.
You know, we're a little different down here in the Republic of Texas. We look after each other and we take care of our own.
Texas strong right there, and Eva joins us now from Pearland. Eva, are there still people in that neighborhood who need a rescue tonight?
Well, Tom, the Coast Guard estimates about 300 people were rescued from that neighborhood, but we spoke to several people who made the decision to stay. If the water keeps rising, those rescuers may have to go back in that neighborhood to get them. Tom?
That decision to stay or go is so complicated. All right, Eva, thanks so much. President Trump traveling to Texas today, saying he wants this natural disaster to be managed better than any other. He visited with officials in Corpus Christi and Austin, but also took a moment to greet regular people who showed up to see him, waving the Texas flag. ABC senior White House correspondent Cecilia Vega in Rockport tonight.
President Trump and the First Lady arriving in Corpus Christi today. Inside a local firehouse, a sit-down with state officials and the head of FEMA.
It's a real team, and we want to do it better than ever before. We want to be looked at in 5 years and 10 years from now as this is the way to do it.
The president offering high praise for the officials in the room, but with this caveat.
We won't say congratulations. We don't want to do that. We don't want to congratulate. We'll congratulate each other when it's all finished.
His presidential motorcade driving through streets that did not suffer severe damage. The White House says they did not want to disrupt rescue and recovery efforts. Outside the firehouse, the president greeted by hundreds of cheering supporters. Then, a presidential pep talk.
And I want to thank you for coming out. We're going to get you back and operating immediately. Thank you, everybody. What a crowd, what a turnout.
The catastrophe's still unfolding, but the president's tone was upbeat.
This is historic. It's epic what happened. But you know what? It happened in Texas, and Texas can handle anything. Thank you all, folks. Thank you.
Finally, he pulled out the Texas flag before taking off to tour the state's Emergency Operations Center in Austin. Before his trip, the president said Texas would be, quote, up and running very, very quickly. But today, he acknowledged the long road ahead.
The sad thing is that this is long-term. Nobody's ever seen anything this long, and nobody's ever seen this much water.
Cecilia Vega joins us live now from Rockport, Texas. And Cecilia, the president is planning a return to visit the region later in the week?
Tom, he will be in Texas and Louisiana this weekend. Today's trip was just a short one. Most of his time spent with first responders and state officials. It does not appear that President Trump met with any survivors of this storm, but just as they were taking off on Air Force One tonight, the First Lady had a message for those survivors saying that she sends her thoughts and her prayers, Tom, and she says the number of evacuees will rise.
Cecilia Vega for us tonight. Cecilia, thank you. And Texas is not the only state under threat tonight. Tropical Storm Harvey is about to slam Louisiana, but it's already triggering heavy rain and evacuations. And it's also triggering so much more. Special fear in New Orleans, where Hurricane Katrina struck 12 years ago today, and there are fears about the pumps that are supposed to keep the city safe. ABC's Gio Benitez is there in New Orleans tonight.
Tonight, in and around the Big Easy, residents all too familiar with flooding are once again using sandbags on the 12th anniversary of Hurricane Katrina.
Brought back a lot of memory. It really evoked a lot of emotions and heartbreak.
As a flash flood watch extends from Texas through Louisiana all the way to the Florida Panhandle.
We're asking everybody just to stay alert and to stay vigilant tonight.
Harvey expected to make landfall near the Texas-Louisiana state line. Evacuations there overnight. Our Steve Osensami with some of those families.
We're at the Lake Charles Convention Center, where they're already moving families from other shelters to this one because of rising waters around those buildings. But just outside is another body of water, a lake, that they're going to have to watch carefully tonight.
And the concern here in New Orleans, problems with 14 water pumps last week. This is one of the main pumping stations here in New Orleans, and you can just see the rainwater drains into this canal and then is pumped out into the lake. Now, one of the pumps here overheated earlier, and so now engineers are working around the clock to make sure as many pumps as possible are working here. Residents tonight counting on those pumps working. Bob Ruppel survived Katrina. He lost everything 12 years ago. Are you worried about the pumps failing even in this storm?
Oh, Lord, yeah. It's not something you want to hear.
And Gio Benitez joins us live now in front of one of those pumps, keeping New Orleans safe. Gio, how confident are officials in all of those pumps tonight?
Well, Tom, as this rain comes down here, they're feeling very confident about it. They've got 120 pumps here. Most of them are working, but about a dozen of them are not. And so officials are trying to get those fixed right now. Tom.
Gio Benitez for us tonight. Gio, thank you. And as we reported, the historic flooding from Tropical Storm Harvey has transformed this city. Take a look just behind me. You can see what looks like to be a river with the downtown skyscrapers there in the background. And here is the same scene before Harvey. It's really a very popular park, Eleanor Tinsley. The change in landscape is staggering. And this storm is not done yet. ABC senior meteorologist Rob Marciano joins us now from Katy, Texas, with Tropical Storm Harvey still has in store. Rob.
Hey, Tom, the rain thankfully lifting now, but the winds are picking up. It's actually strengthened. Harvey has 50-mile-an-hour winds. Now it's about 50 miles south of Port Arthur, Texas, and heading towards the border. Should make landfall over Sabine Pass. Look at the heavy rain falling right now across eastern parts of Louisiana. The heaviest, though, will be across southwest Louisiana as this thing comes on shore tonight and then passes Alexandria. A lot of that moisture then getting up into the mid-Mississippi Valley. Heavy rain, of course, with this. We have widespread flash flood watches out, 5 to 10 inches falling, most of that east of Houston. So here the threat is over, but as you know, the water in many areas still rising. Tom?
Millions still in the path. All right, Rob, thank you. And a programming note tonight, on Thursday, our parent company, Disney, will hold a Day of Giving, a fundraising effort that includes all of our programs and our partners throughout the day on ABC, from our affiliates to our broadcast, GMA, Nightline, and right here at World News Tonight, as well as Freeform, Radio Disney, and all of our social platforms. To kick things off, Disney and our Houston stations, KTRK, have committed $1 million to the American Red Cross in support of hurricane relief. And those affected by Hurricane Harvey through the Red Cross will get some giving. You can text the word Harvey to 90999 to make a $10 donation, or visit abcnews.com for other ways to contribute. Just before the president left for the storm zone in Texas, he responded to North Korea's latest missile launch, the rocket that flew over Japan. Officials there jumping into action, triggering air raid sirens and text mail alerts. Tonight, President Trump is now warning all options are on the table. Here's ABC's chief global affairs correspondent, Martha Raddatz.
Already coping with the crisis at home, President Trump is now confronting one on the world stage. Kim Jong-un launching an intermediate-range missile soaring 1,600 miles, crossing above the Japanese island of Hokkaido before crashing into the sea. The first time Kim Jong-un has made such a provocative move.